All right, everybody, welcome back to another top buy, top sell video here in the EdgeFinder. And guys, we have a really big, really important one here for you today. I'm really excited to show you a lot of different things here in the EdgeFinder today. Of course, we're going to go over our top buy and top sell, but there's so much more that I want to show you. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that we're going to take a look at, as always, is the Smart Money Tracker. And the Smart Money Tracker is showing us COT report data. This is what smart money traders are currently buying and selling. Over here on the right, we can see our most bullish asset at the moment is actually the euro. Smart money traders or institutional traders, however you might refer to them, are currently 76.61% long on the euro, followed very closely by gold at 75.79%, as well as platinum and US oil, all sitting here above the 70% range, favored very bullishly from smart money traders. US dollar also favored on the long side. We can see here 66.95% long from smart money traders. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we have the Canadian dollar. This is our new most shorted asset from smart money traders, currently 77.17%. Taking over this top spot from the Japanese yen, which for a while, for months it seemed, the Japanese yen was the most shorted asset. It is now the Canadian dollar for the time being, but the Japanese yen and even the S&P 500 being heavily shorted by smart money traders. We can see all of that same data right here in this little table, this kind of a numerical table chart here. We can see our most bullish asset up at the very top here is the euro, and it goes in order down to our most bearish assets down here. But we can also see the total number of long contracts, the total number of short contracts, as well as the changes long and short, and of course the percentage here as well for all of those different assets that we are tracking. But this is the first of our two updates that we're going to talk about today in this video, so do not go anywhere. Not only are we going to, of course, break down our top buy and top sell and give reasoning behind those scores, but I also want to show you some really cool and interesting updates that we have to the EdgeFinder. First being here in the Smart Money Tracker, this week-to-week data and currency pair bias charts. This is a really cool feature because you can actually see how Smart Money was trading these different assets week to week. So you can see how it's changed from the long side to the short side week to week. Which is a really cool feature here, and you can actually change and look at any of the currency pairs here and see what smart money was doing there, along with our currency pair bias chart here. So this is the first of the two updates. Before we get to the second update, we will get to that in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick look at retail sentiment, and I also want to tell you about our sale that we have going on right now. We are doing the summer software sale, and we are really excited about this because we are doing 20% off for a limited time. We are going to do this for a limited number of people. It's going to be first come, first serve. So go ahead and look at the links down in the description below. You can see a link down there to message one of our team members. You can also find links to the EdgeFinder as well as promo codes down there as well. Promo code A1YT for that discount at checkout. But yeah, this is a really popular tool and a really popular sales opportunity, and we just wanted to open it up for a short period of time for those traders who are really dedicated to improving their trading and want the best tools out there. This sale is for you. That is why we're doing it for a limited number of people. Once we hit that cap, we are going to end the sale, and those are the lucky people who got it for 20% off. So yeah, don't hesitate. Go down, check out the links in the description below, and get the EdgeFinder for 20% off. Right now, this is going to be the best sale for a while. So again, do not hesitate. 20% off, promo code A1YT. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on with retail sentiment. Here we are taking a look at what day traders are going long and short on. Starting off first with our major US dollar pairs here. USD CAD is our most heavily favored US dollar asset on the long side, currently 88% long, whereas Aussie US is the most heavily favored short US dollar pair, 72% short there. We can also take a look at our minor currency pairs. I'll select this and get a look at these. NZD CAD is our most long favored minor currency pair at 97%, whereas Aussie NZD is our most heavily shorted minor currency pair at 95%. So really quick look at what day traders are currently going long and short on. And of course, feel free to pause the video at any time if you want a longer look at any of this information. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on into the watch list, where I'm going to point out really quickly our second update to the EdgeFinder that goes along with this summer software sale. And it's actually our very first crypto that we've added to the EdgeFinder. You can see right here, BTC USD, that is Bitcoin. We have added Bitcoin to the EdgeFinder, and in fact, I'll go ahead and open up the breakdown page for you just for fun. Bitcoin is a strong sell here in the EdgeFinder today with a score of -7. But yeah, all of that same amazing, useful information that we have for all of our other currencies, commodities, and indices, we have now added Bitcoin. It has been one of our most heavily requested assets since the conception of the EdgeFinder, and we are really excited to finally announce that we do have Bitcoin, in fact, listed in the EdgeFinder with plans to hopefully add more crypto in the future. So again, this is part 2 of our big summer software sale update, and again, 20% off with promo code A1YT if you want to check out Bitcoin in the EdgeFinder. But let's go ahead and head back into the watch list and remove any indices, commodities, and crypto if we have it. Indices, commodities, crypto, and now we are left with just our minor and major currency pairs. So again, we still have a pretty strong list of buys and sells here, with 3 strong buys being USD ZAR, CHF JPY, and USD JPY, and 5 strong sells here in ZD CHF, Euro CAD, Pound USD, Aussie USD, and Euro USD. So we're definitely going to take a look at Euro USD. Strong sell score of -8, clearly the favored pair here on the sell side. But on the buy side, one of these is sticking out to me more than the others, and it's CHF JPY, for the sole fact that we're going to look at euro numbers, we're going to look at US dollar numbers, but with CHF JPY we can also look at Swiss franc and Japanese yen numbers, plus a strong buy score of +7 is still a very good score. So why don't we check out CHF JPY as well as Euro USD, and in fact we will start with Euro USD.
Man, getting a nice tan out here. How you doing?
Dude, I'm getting cooked by the sun and by this Euro Yen trade I'm stuck in. I took a sell trade.
Dude, you need the EdgeFinder.
The EdgeFinder?
Yeah, if you had the EdgeFinder, you would have known that smart money was actually long.
Really? So you're telling me I was selling when smart money was long, and if I had the EdgeFinder, I would have known that?
Exactly.
Pass me one of those EdgeFinders. Let me get one of those. Get our biggest discount of the summer. Get access to the EdgeFinder, our MT4 and MT5 softwares, indicators, and robots, all in a single 20% off discount offer. Take advantage using the links and promo codes down below in the description.
On the sell side, score of -8, COT data is a score of 0 or a neutral score, and retail sentiment is a score of -1. We can see right over here, COT data, something that we were talking about a little bit earlier. US dollar favored on the long side, like we mentioned again earlier, 66.95% short, but the euro is also favored on the long side, 76.61%. We remember that the euro was actually our most heavily favored asset on the long side from smart money traders. So that is why we are getting that neutral or that 0 score there in the COT data, is because smart money traders are actually both favored on the long side for the US dollar and the euro at the moment. Day traders, on the other hand, also favored on the long side for Euro USD, 65% there. Seasonality is a score of -1. We can see now that we are in the month of June. Historically speaking, in the month of June, if you were to take a look at the last 10 years and saw how Euro USD trended just in the month of June, you would notice that it trends a little bit bearishly in the month of June, historically speaking, and that certainly has been the case the last 2 days or so. Trend reading is a score of -2, and we can see our trend projection box here. We're not getting a ton of information here. We can see that from May 25th to about July 1st, so roughly a week, it did make some moves to the downside. But if we go to the price forecast tab here in the EdgeFinder, we'll get to see a longer or more complete view of how it's been trending day to day. Yes, we already had Euro USD pulled up, and you can see it's very clear to see how much this thing actually has been trending down. So in this view, we can see all the way back to May 16th, and it had a really nice move to the downside before it came back up, hit a level of resistance, and then has absolutely plummeted since then. And it has come back up since these lows yesterday on June 1st. It has shot up a little bit today, but price forecast does project that based on all the other metrics that we're tracking, that it will continue to make moves to the downside. We can finish up here with our fundamental data: GDP growth, inflation, unemployment, and interest rates, all scores of -1. We can look at those numbers right over here. So GDP growth in the Euro area, 0.1% compared to 1.3% in the US. Inflation, 6.1% compared to 4.9%. Unemployment, 6.5% compared to 3.7%. And lastly, interest rates on the Euro, 3.75% compared to 5.25% on the US dollar. So there we go. Quick breakdown of Euro USD and all the reasons for that strong sell score there. Retail crowd is going long, so oftentimes we go short. Historically speaking, it does not trend very well in the month of June. Over the past couple of weeks, it has made more moves to the downside, and fundamentally speaking, this thing is very, very bearish. Let's see, the other pair we were going to take a look at was CHF JPY. That was our strong buy of the day. Strong buy score of +7, COT data a score of +1, and retail sentiment a score of +1 as well. We can see here for COT data, the Japanese yen currently favored 76.16% short, and the Swiss franc is trending closer to 50-50. Now you may say, well, how come this one doesn't get a score of 0 as well if they are both favored on the short side? Well, the Swiss franc is really too close for us to call. At 52%, it's too close to 50-50 for us to say that it's clear and obvious that it is trending to the short side. So we kind of score this neutrally, whereas the yen is clearly favored on the short side. That's why it has just a score of 1 and not a score of 2. Retail sentiment is a score of, retail sentiment shows that day traders are 85% short on the Swiss yen pair as a whole. Seasonality is also a score of +1. We can see that in the month of June. Again, historically speaking, if you were to isolate the month of June to see how CHF JPY trended over the years, you would notice that historically speaking, it trends somewhat bullishly, which has been the case again so far this month. Our trend reading is a score of +2, and after a sharp drop over about 2 days, it just plummeted. It has come up since then, and same thing here. We can see a little bit of an upward trend here, but I bet you if we go into the price forecast tab here and select CHF JPY, we'll get a better look at that story that is trying to tell us here in the market. Let's see, CHF JPY, and yeah, there you go. So you can see all the way back from May 16th to about May 30th, so about 2 weeks, this thing just continued to move higher and higher and higher. That's why we have that trend reading score of +2, is because looking back at the past couple of weeks, it certainly has been trending higher. It had a big sell-off, but has popped back up today since yesterday's lows. Why don't we go back into CHF JPY and finish up with our fundamentals, where GDP growth is a score of -1, but inflation, unemployment, and interest rates are all scores of +1. We can take a look at those numbers right over here. So GDP growth in Japan, 0.4% compared to 0.3%. Inflation, 3.5% compared to 2.6%. Unemployment 2.6 compared to 2%. And lastly, interest rates negative 0.1% compared to 1.5%. So there we go. Again, quick breakdown of CHF JPY. Pretty strong buy bias, score of +7. The institutional traders are certainly selling the Japanese yen at the moment. The crowd is selling the Japanese yen or the Swiss franc yen pair as a whole. Fundamentally, it does look a little bullish, and seasonality wise, it certainly tends to be bullish in the month of June, historically speaking. So there we go. 2 quick breakdowns for you guys, and I'll mention it one more time. Summer software sale happening right now for a limited time. Get 20% off with promo code A1YT at checkout. Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EdgeFinder, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.